Hey, I'm Brandon Lee, and I am here in Paris at sunrise with the new Insta360 X5. So I've been going around testing out this camera all around the city, trying out the new features, and that's what this video is going to be all about.
C'est moi, ce soir, it's you and me, c'est quoi? Je suis, maybe, the only one I need. Bonjour, j'adore, you're all I want and more. Ça va, au revoir, it's only under toi. We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop. We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop. We don't ever wanna stop. We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop.
All right, here we go. This is the Insta360 X5. It's basically the same size and the same weight as the X4, but it has improved image quality thanks to a 144% bigger sensor. It has better low light performance, and it has easier editing with the Insta360 app. And a big update is that the lenses are now replaceable on the X5 using a special lens replacement kit. It looks and operates almost exactly the same as the X4, so instead of talking physical specs, I'm just going to show you some footage from the X5 and explain why this camera was good for these particular shots. 360 cameras are best for shots that you can't get with your main camera or your action camera or a drone, such as this low-flying perspective over the roof. Not only is a 360 camera safer for shots like these, but I can endlessly reframe the shot in post to accommodate my changing creative vision. The X5 is also great for situations where I want to film discreetly, like in this library. It doesn't even really look like I'm shooting anything, it just looks like I'm carrying a stick. And of course, the 360 cam makes for a great action camera, getting selfies in action without the stick appearing in the shot. For instance, in these bike shots, I used the extended edition selfie stick and held it at various angles while I rode the bike around Paris. The longer the stick, the wider the shot you can get, but of course be very careful of other vehicles and of people. One of the big improvements of the X5 is the low light performance. There's two ways to shoot in low light. You can either use the normal video mode, and here I recommend setting your shutter to 1/50th and minimizing your camera movement, or you can now use PureVideo mode to denoise and to enhance the image. PureVideo also allows you to use the stabilization in low light without blurry artifacts, which means you can do more camera movement. The PureVideo mode will give you a sharp and clear image, but there will also be some noise artifacts, so I recommend using a wider field of view and less distortion correction to maintain the sharpness of the image. PureVideo shots do tend to look best when viewed on a phone. One thing I really like about the Insta360 cameras is that I can do manual exposure. So in a situation like this where there's a lot of contrast in the scene, it can be helpful to expose manually. That way I can keep the shadows and the highlights properly exposed even if the lighting is changing as I move the camera around, and it looks more professional. Here's some more sample shots in normal video mode, not HDR, where I exposed for the highlights to take advantage of the X5's dynamic range. If you're shooting in a really high contrast situation like this one here with this cafe, you might want to turn on active HDR. So that is an automatic HDR mode when you shoot in 5.7K 60 or below. So it's not going to work in 8K, but it will work in 5.7K, and I'm about to show you how that works right now. First, I'm going to show you without active HDR. This will be 8K 24p. Now I'm at the bridge where they shot Inception, so in honor of that movie, I'm gonna do a little vortex move with the 360 camera in post, and I'm gonna shoot it in slow motion, because you can shoot 60p on the X5. Active HDR does still work in 60p 5.7K, so even in this very contrasty situation, you can still see details in the highlights and the shadows. The built-in audio on the X5 is improved, and that's what you're hearing right now. This is voice enhancement mode using only the built-in mic as I walk and talk. So if you want to do some vlogging while you're out on a trip, then this is what your audio will sound like straight out of the camera with no additional post-processing. There is also wind reduction, which is what I'm using right now because there's just a little bit of wind. Not really sure it's doing anything, but this is the weak wind reduction mode that you're hearing right now. There's also a stereo audio mode, which is what you're hearing right now. I am on the right side of the X5 speaking, and now I've transferred it over and I'm on the left side. So if you want to record stereo or surround audio, you can also record 360, but I can't properly demo that in this video, so we're just going to stick with the stereo. The Insta360 app now makes it extremely easy to reframe your shots or even edit your entire video for you using AI. If you just want the reframing to auto-track you for a selfie shot, you can do that with one click. If you want to do something more advanced, you can trim your clip and then choose from a huge menu of pre-made movements. Or you can use your phone's accelerometer to record your own camera moves in real time. Fully manual reframing is also available with keyframes, or if you don't want to mess with any of this, you can just hit the AI edit button and let the Insta360 app edit everything for you with a selection of themes for your video. One thing I really like about shooting with 360 cameras is that you can film a moving selfie in crowded environments, just like this one. What I like to do is just extend out the selfie stick, about like this, maybe 1.5 meters, and then I hold it in front of me, and I hold it kind of low. And then as I walk, you see the landmark behind me, and you also see the crowd and everything, and the camera always stays exactly the same distance. So let's try it out. As you can see, the X5 lets us move effortlessly through the crowd. You can raise and lower the stick to add some extra camera movement, and you can hold the camera behind you to get a follow perspective. So this is a great way to vlog when you're walking around busy places. Something I really like to do with invisible selfie sticks is get impossible angles for my selfies. So check this out. I'm gonna put the 360 camera out here over the water and in front of this statue, and then I can hang out here on the bridge and film myself from an angle that I would not be able to get with any other camera. Adding a slow rotation of the selfie stick will give you the perspective of a drone flying around you. So try this technique for a quick and easy aerial selfie. Next up, I'm going to do a type of shot that 360 cameras are great for, which is really low, really wide angle. So I'm holding the Insta360 down almost at my feet, and I'm previewing my framing with the app. And here's one little trick. You got to pay attention to the lighting. We're both lit by the sun right now, and I'm making sure that Kobe stays one step in front of me, because if I step up, then I cast a shadow on her. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's walk. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brandon Lee, and this is the Insta360 X5. If you want to learn more about it, there will be a link in the description of the video. Otherwise, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Et tu as mis c'est quoi? Je suis